Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon reading in Gemini. I hope you are doing well. I felt a little spicy this morning, ready to kick tail and take names later and take in charge. I mean, I smoothed out after the day went on, but this morning I was feeling a little spicy, so maybe you were too. I don't know, but basically this full moon is the last full moon of this year. It's going to peak on the 4th. We are already in this energy because the energy is 3 days before peak and still 3 days after. So maybe you're starting to feel this energy right now. What it can do is inspire some deep conversations. It can, kick off maybe some creative ideas. It can help you to explore different viewpoints, just an overall new perspective. So I want to find out what area of life this could affect for you. So what do we got for Sagittarius? Always remember to take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. If you find nothing as resonating, it's either has not happened yet, or check out your other sign placements. You might find yourself there, okay? All right, so what do we got for Sagittarius? Please, full moon in Gemini. Okay, we have Venus. So the planet Venus, if you're not aware, that's regarding your love, your romance, your beauty. It's your money, it's your appearance, your desires, values, and relationships. We're looking at the 11th house. So this is your friends, it's groups, ideas, and dreams. You could be seeing the number 11 a little more than usual. I would say this is just, I think this is going to be related to relationships. Okay, so we have relationships with friends, we have relationships with networks of groups of people. Could be love. I'm also hearing you could have a friend that might want more than friends. They might want to be more than friends. Okay, can we get more on this for Sagittarius? Oh. Okay, so we have poison, interview, and threatened. Yikes. So the interview card is much like having the talk, right? Having that conversation, trying to get on the same page. Okay, so that's right in the middle of poison and threatened. So is it time to have that conversation about somebody's behavior, how somebody's been acting, or maybe some of the unhealthy habits they have? It could be any kind of unhealthy habit, right? Drinking too much coffee, drinking too much alcohol, watching too much TV. It's too much of something, right? That's devil energy. It's just too much. And I feel like, so the person, or could be a group of people, doesn't have to be just one person. You take that as it resonates. could be maybe a little embarrassed about the fact that, you know, you're approaching to have this conversation about, you know, what, you know, their toxic habits are, or what, you know, what things that they're doing are toxic, and it might actually embarrass them a little bit. Can we get more? Oh, I also heard that whatever it is this person or group does embarrasses you. Okay, so this could go either way. So you take the energy as it best fits. I'm hearing both ways. So this could very well be for a cross watcher as well. And Sagittarius, you know, we all, you know, have a Sagittarius house. So it could be that maybe there's something, you know, you're doing and somebody's going to have a conversation with you. Okay. So this seems to be kind of open-ended right now. Let's get more, please. Actually, let's get a little more specific. Tell me about the poison. Okay, so we've got some Taurus energy. We've got Aquarius energy. We have Aries energy. So you're disappointed. Somebody, I guess, maybe destroyed a relationship with you. It's like they didn't have any kind of staying power. They're very shut down, stubborn. You know, the fortress, you know, there's a castle on here, so it's like cold. This is broken vase. So they've broken, like, trust, maybe. They've broken some trust with you. And I think they always try to come and apologize, but it's short-lived. Okay, so they may always, you know, ruin something between the two of you. They might always say something, you know, they're always doing something toxic, unhealthy, that gets in the middle of the relationship you have. And I do feel that they do try to come around and fix it, but it doesn't last long. They kind of go back and do what they've done before, right? They come in passionate, you know, they're all dazzly, and, you know, I'm here to, you know, put the pieces back together of the broken vase. I got this. We're good. You know, I'm sorry. Won't do it again. That's short-lived. They end up doing it again. And so I think now's time to have that real conversation with this person. And I think they're going to feel very threatened and embarrassed because they're kind of being called out on this. And I think that's kind of what you're ready to do, or somebody's ready to do to you. It's kind of that open-ended. Can we get any more? You can only, when you break glass, I mean, if there's big broken chunks, sure, you can put it together. But if it keeps re-breaking, those pieces get more shattered, and it's harder to put it back together. Eventually over time, like if you put water in it, that water is going to seep through, right? So water is emotion. So I feel like, there's always going to be something emotional, or you're going to feel emotional because of whatever this is that they're doing. So we have Capricorn energy. This is the balloons. You're ready to let it go. And this is because, you're rising above whatever this is, this back and forth, right? Capricorn energy twice. So you might have some strong Capricorn in your chart. This is balloons and roadblocks. But why I'm saying Capricorn is because Capricorn's the type of person in their relationships, when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. They're going to put everything they have into making a relationship work. They do not like to give up. And that's why I think this has gone on too long with this person. And you're ready to let it go. You're ready to have this final conversation. And, I think you get that it's time to block this person off. Okay? Someone's not sorry if they continue to do what it is that they're doing that upsets you, hurts you, or, creates mistrust. And I'm not saying you're perfect either, right? That's not what I'm saying. This could be a two-way street to where it's, it's you as well. Because it takes two to fight. It takes two to split up. It takes two to make up. It takes two. One, yeah, you can view as being more at fault. I get that, but it does take two. And I think your part is you're getting a higher perspective, right? You're getting out of the details of this day-to-day misfortune, this back and forth hardship with this person, and you're like, I just, there's too many obstacles. You want to be happy. You want to be joyful. You do not want to keep going in a circle jerk. Yeah, 5 of Wands in reverse. You are done with the fighting and the nitpicking and the back and forth. It's, we're in the year of the 9. And like I said, this being the last full moon of the year, and about those deep conversations, you're like, okay, I'm ready to have this final conversation and say, look, I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to play games with you anymore. I want my joy. I want to be happy. You're ready to go into the new year with a new outlook. Yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. It's like, okay, let's just come clean here. Okay? Let's stop lying to each other. Let's stop lying about the situation. okay? This is what it is. It's a broken vase. We've tried putting this back together how many times? We've tried to build and it doesn't work. It is short-lived. It is the chances of you two making this relationship work out, whatever that relationship is to you, is going to be different for everybody, but it's like a shooting star, right? How often do you see a shooting star? It's not very often. So it's kind of like those are the chances of this relationship working out. So we have Aquarius again. We've got Leo energy, strong Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius. So yeah, a little extra Aquarius here, in Capricorn. And I feel like you might have some Capricorn in your chart. Yeah, there's the Knight of Wands. You just don't have the energy to put into this relationship anymore. You don't have the energy. You're ready to walk out. You're ready to feel the sun. The balloons are light. It's a light, floaty, happy, seeing balloons float in the air. It's just so graceful. It's not weighed down by any sandbags. It's so light and fluffy. Like there's no heaviness. And I think you're like, oh, I'm done. I don't have the energy to go round and round. So guess what? Let's sit down to the table. Let's have this final discussion. Let's stop fighting and bickering and let's just be done. Let's just be done. Let's move on. Let's be over it. Let's get some an angel number. Okay, let's get an angel number, please, for Sagittarius. I feel like I'm talking to a Sagittarius who's finally growing a backbone to have a final conversation about this. What angel number do we have here, please? Three, 3. Support, expansion, inspiration, confidence, connection, purpose, and mastery. Focus inward now. Perfect the skills you have. Uncover new talents. And unleash your creativity. Embrace your inner artist. Expressing yourself will enhance your self-esteem. Solidify your purpose. Your unique abilities can have a positive impact on the community. So there you have it. Here you are expressing yourself. Okay? You've been focusing inward. You know that you're tired of fighting and nitpicking this back and forth. You've lost your passion for the situation. And I feel like the majority of you, I don't even think this is just a specific person. Some of you, yes, but I really am getting that these are groups of people, right? So we are, in the age of Aquarius. So Aquarius is in Pluto, and this is truly about understanding who we genuinely connect with, right? Who do we want to listen to? Like, we all have different news outlets we listen to. We all have different readers on YouTube we listen to, right? We have, podcasts, whatever that is, religions, whatever that group is to you, everybody's realizing who do they connect with, who feels genuine, and who is it that we feel we can trust, right? Who's being authentic with us? And that's what's happening here. You are realizing what groups are toxic, what groups are unhealthy, ones that are going to cause hardship, right? They're putting too much pressure, right? So it's always causing disappointments. You're always disappointed by things they're doing, things they're saying. It's not on your level. And now here you come after doing this, inward focus. You're uncovering who you are. Your creativity and passion and zest for life, going after shooting stars, will come back because you're finally going to express yourself and how you feel, and you're going to tell these people, man, you're full of bullshit. The things that are coming out of their mouth, whether it's news or groups or podcasts or other, spiritual readers or whatever that may be, you're going to be able to tell, man, they're full of shit. That's what's happening here. Okay? And you're like, not only is it time for you to come clean with yourself, you're like, these people need to come clean. Not that you can make them, but it starts with you. You're like, I don't need to listen to this anymore. I'm turning this off. My intuition's way too on point to even listen to the crap that's coming out of your mouth. And you're rising above this, right? You don't want to get caught up with anybody who's going to cause roadblocks or obstacles for you or any type of challenges. So you're going to be having that final conversation and blocking them off. Okay? Wow. That was no wonder I felt so fired up this morning, Sagittarius. Like, I felt spicy, I kind of felt like you, like, let's cut this down. Let's cut to the chase. Like, let's cut to the BS. Like, let's get to the point. And now I know where this is coming from, because Sagittarius, I think that was a little bit of your energy here lately. So I hope this was helpful. Much love and light. I will talk to you soon.